And not only that, guys, but this could decide the Heisman race as well today.
Oh, you're absolutely right about that, 100% for sure. And it surprises me how we have this conversation every year, how one game makes the determination on whether or not you're going to be a Heisman winner. But you're absolutely right. That's another conversation, another debate for another show. Real quickly, guys, we've got to wrap it up, put a bow on it. But thumbs up, thumbs down vote. We're going to go with the Homer card today. Thumbs up or thumbs down, Jacoby Brissett is trending. As long as he can get healthy, get back in the game, it's trending to be the most improved player in the NFL in 2019. Tony?
I mean, yeah, I would think so. I mean, there's obviously a high price tag on him when they got him from the Patriots, and I know the Colts have been offered second-round draft picks for him, so they've been high on this guy. I certainly think he's proven that he can be a starting quarterback in this league. Do I think he's a top 10 quarterback in this league? No. But I think he's in that next tier, 12 to 15. I think he's very reliable. But I would expect tomorrow maybe have him in the backup emergency room. Just start Brian Hoyer against the crappy Dolphins team. Pick up a victory, doesn't care. I don't care how ugly it is. Just score one more point than the Dolphins, which may only be one touchdown. That's all you might have to do. But, yeah, I certainly think Jacoby Brissett has a chance to be most improved player this year in the NFL.
All right, thumbs up, Mo. Thumbs up or thumbs down, Jacoby Brissett trending to be the most improved quarterback in the NFL in 2019.
I think if you do it against his 2 years ago when he played, for sure, but can you give a guy the most improved player when he didn't play the year before? That's my only thought.
Yeah.
Do you give it to a guy who didn't play? I'll tell you the guy I like so far this year, I think, to be the most improved player, and it usually doesn't happen for a defensive guy, but I like Minka Fitzpatrick a lot. Granted, he played on the crappy Jets team, but, that guy has, and we saw it last week even, that guy has been a game changer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like Minka Fitzpatrick so far as the most improved player. What Jacoby Brissett's done is phenomenal. What Chris Ballard did before the season started by signing him to a deal, so he's not going to have to pay a premium after the season's over if Jacoby performed like he has so far. So I like Jacoby Brissett. I would like to see him be the most improved player, but when you're voting on that type of thing and the guy didn't play the year before, I don't know how you give it to him. But I mean, if you look at what he's done compared to what he did the last time he started, I like Jacoby a lot. I couldn't be happier with where the Colts sit right now at quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we gotta lose a quarterback, Brian Hoyer is not the worst solution. I think he did great, even though he had a couple of mishaps. So I'm going to go with thumbs up on that as well. Well, guys, we gotta go and call it a day. Tony Donahue from the Tony D Podcast. Where can people find some work and masterpieces, sir?
Yeah, just Tony D Indy on Twitter. Check it out. My podcast, the Tony D Podcast, on iTunes and Spotify.
All right, Tony, have yourself a good weekend. We'll talk with you soon.
You guys too. See you guys. See you, Rick.
Yeah. Mo, for the BS Sports Show. I know you're on every bathroom stall in every strip club in Fort Wayne, but other than that, where could people find your work and masterpieces, sir?
Well, I have ceased putting out masterpieces, so now I just follow Rick on Twitter. That's what I do. So I believe it's Rick underscore Riggin. That's where I get my news. So don't follow me, follow Rick.
There you go. All right, buddy. We'll talk with you soon. Have yourself a good weekend.
All right, guys. You too.
All right, guys. We got to wrap it up to say goodbye. Another great show in the books, in the can. Thank you so much to Matthew Embury, WSBT up in South Bend, for breaking down this breaking news, probably one of the biggest news stories of the week and certainly of decades, and that's Roger Penske and Penske Entertainment buying IndyCar Productions and the granddaddy of them all, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Steve Wilson, Speedway Digest, breaking down the NASCAR playoffs as we get ready for Phoenix today and then Homestead next week. Rick Riggin of our official college football contributor, breaking down this big story with Chase Young, Florida State coach, obviously Notre Dame, LSU, and Bama. And, of course, in the last segment, Tony Donahue of the Tony D Podcast, and Mo from the BS Sports Show joins us. My name is Tom Mark. It's been a pleasure. Remember to follow us on social media. We do this thing called The Balance every Saturday morning between 9 a.m. and 11. Thank you to our facilitators of Blog Talk Radio. Make sure you catch the podcast on Apple Tunes and TuneIn and Stitcher, anywhere you find your podcast. My name's Tom Marquis. Don't drink and drive. I'm out of here. Deuces.
Join us next week for The Balance. In the meantime, check us out on Twitter, T-Balance, or Facebook, The Balance, or online at www.thebalanceonline.com.